Hello everyone! Welcome to the third episode of Bloopers, Season 2. I'm Keith Johnson, your host, and I'm very excited for this episode. We have a lot of great segments, some new stuff that I look forward to showing you, but first, the monologue. The past two episodes, the monologue has been kind of long and boring because we really come up with topics and just kind of roll with it. But we wanted to make a bit of a shorter monologue and get right to the good stuff. So I asked Bloopers writer and Blueprint writer, Alex Lara, to help out and write me a little monologue. But the catch is that I don't know what he wrote. Right behind the camera, there's a TV, and the monologue is right there. And I'm going to be reading it. It's going to be pretty good. Hello and welcome to the third episode of Bloopers. My name is Keith Johnson, and today I will be talking. As you all know, the coronavirus has ravaged the nation, and a second wave is coming. Subjectively. It's like this, okay? A tsunami hits the United States, and the initial damages are pretty bad, but they're over. Sure, a decent amount of houses are destroyed. Maybe my collection of G.I. Joe dolls are destroyed. So I think it's safe to say that during quarantine, many people play video games in their spare time. Whether it's on their personal computer or a console. And Sony is releasing their PS5, the next iteration in their line of consoles. I'm not saying that. Alright, so I've been thinking about this for an exuberant amount of time now. You know, what are we gonna do when all this rigmarole is over? When quarantine ends? If quarantine ends? Will I be expected to sit down at a table with classmates and just no social skills? I'm talking about in-person communication, for Christ's sake. I know no one talks in breakout rooms. So how is that going to translate to when we're in person? It'll definitely be a process of relearning for everyone. And it looks like Alex got bored and just stopped writing there. So thank you, Alex, for that monologue. That was okay, I guess. It wasn't that great. I sent out my co-director, co-writer, co-editor, Zack Lara, to go get some food and review that food. I'm very excited for this segment. So let's turn it over to Zack for his new segment, Zack's Snacks.
Alright, can I get 2 burgers? And then can I get one without a bun? Yeah, just the meat. And then just that other regular burger with the bun. Welcome everyone to my favorite segment of the show called Zack's Snacks. Today I have the McDonald's burger, and I will be reviewing the McDonald's burger compared with the McDonald's burger without the bun. As you can see, just the classic burger, nothing in it, just the patty and a little bit of mayonnaise. What is that? A little bit of mustard that they left in there. Next we have the burger patty, no bun, and extra onions. Onions are my favorite. It's very dry. There is stuff in here. There's ketchup, a few drops of mustard, and a very sad pickle with some onions. I couldn't really taste any of those, just the kind of dry patty, but I guess next we'll take a bite of this guy. I would argue that tastes better so far. You really get the full flavor of the patty with some, I didn't ask for lettuce, but it came with lettuce. But definitely got the lettuce flavor in there. If you're going to McDonald's, I would recommend the burger, no buns, with the onions. I guess they're a little disappointing, but the lettuce really pulls through. It's kind of just the classic McDonald's burger, what you would expect. But I think this is just the new wave. I think this is the future of eating. Yeah, the lettuce definitely makes it up to like a 6.5 out of 10. Lettuce by itself, 10 out of 10. So I think that's like the average.
Average of 16.5 out of 10.
Like average of 10 and 5. 6.5.
15.
And 15. Yeah, all three. I think it's missing a little bit of Dr. Pepper. It's a little. It doesn't make it. See, now it's not as dry because it has some Dr. Pepper in it, and it adds some flavor. You know, an artist is gonna come out like the Travis Scott meal, except they're gonna put Dr. Pepper in it and just have that as a burger, and I think that's gonna fly off the shelves.
Why not just have that be like the Zack Lara meal?
It could be. McDonald's, if you're listening, hit me up.
Just a plain burger, extra onions, lettuce, and some Dr. Pepper.
I think the real one is no buns, patty, lettuce, extra onions, Dr. Pepper.
Man, that looked delicious. We actually have one more segment today. That's right. An interview with the famous George Rogers of Occolani's High School. Now, George and I are best friends, I would say. So we did a little tier list. Hi everyone, I'm here with Occolani's junior George Rogers, and today we are going to be doing a Thanksgiving tier list.
So I guess that'll start with turkey. And I think with turkey, you can either go super well or super wrong with it. But I think, you know, in my past experiences, I've not been blown out of the water by turkey.
It's pretty basic, and I mean, Thanksgiving is the only time you eat turkey. So taking turkey as a whole, like, it's not that great.
Well, I think to get right out of the way is that between the two, I'm much more of a pumpkin pie guy. So I think, especially considering my mom makes this really delicious like ice cream pumpkin pie, I think that definitely, for me at least, earns a spot in the will get seconds. I will always go back and get.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think pumpkin pie is much better than any other pie. With turkey and pumpkin pie are both mainly, like, you mainly have them at Thanksgiving. I don't think I have pumpkin pie any other time of the year.
Yeah.
But with turkey, I get it. But with pumpkin pie, it's like, I wish that was like a year-round dish.
And cornbread, I feel like compared to dinner rolls and biscuits, it's just not as renowned, and they don't stand out that much.
I personally am a bigger fan of cornbread, but you know, I'll understand.
More than dinner rolls or biscuits?
Not more than biscuits. I would probably put it at like meh.
Corn, I think right away is just gonna go in meh. It's not like. Wait, do you oppose?
You're putting corn over cornbread?
Yeah, I think so. I think especially when it's like corn on the cob and it's nice and buttery or warm, I just find it more of like an enjoyable eating experience.
Moving on to creamed corn.
Creamed corn, yeah. Honestly, I've never really. It's not like a staple of my kind of Thanksgiving dinner, but I've had it in the past, and my experience with creamed corn has been nothing but like mediocre.
Yeah, I've never had creamed corn, but it doesn't sound appealing.
Mashed potatoes, yeah. I feel like especially when they're nice and buttery and it's just everything. It's so perfect. I think one bite of mashed potatoes does all the explaining for itself. For me, that's gonna go and will get seconds.
I would probably put it in delicious.
Delicious.
And the only reason is, I always have mashed potatoes with either cranberry sauce or gravy, right?
Right.
And I feel like on its own, not as good.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I am certainly a diehard fan of gravy. I think it goes well with like a lot. I mean, I don't know if. Yeah, I think just about so many of these gravy just complements, or maybe it's either that or just gravy will just overpower whatever you serve it with, and you'll just be satisfied with the gravy taste.
All right, now I really want to know your opinion on stuffing.
Stuffing, I'm a fan of stuffing.
Okay.
I'll get that right out of the way. Are you?
Yes, I'm a huge fan.
I don't think it will exactly live up to gravy and pumpkin pie, but it certainly at least earned the spot in delicious. What do you think?
I would personally put in will get seconds, but I understand
Actually,
delicious.
well, I mean, when you think about it, you really will go back for seconds on stuffing.
Mm-hmm.
So, as it is delicious, but I think to add on to that, you'll certainly go back. So yeah, drop it up one more
All
tier.
right.
I think sweet potato casserole. Again, sorry for anyone that owes their life to sweet potato casserole, but I think I'm gonna assume that that's gonna earn a spot in if I'm still hungry.
Whenever I hear the word casserole, I automatically don't really want to eat it, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like this. When I hear casserole, it's like, okay, this has been sitting in the fridge for 5 days.
yeah, like this is someone just took a bunch of leftovers and just threw it all together.
Yeah. And so what we're left with is red wine.
Red wine.
Well, I'm sure some people do choose to indulge with red wine on their Thanksgiving evening. I think it needs to. Well, I have to be really careful about what I say here.
Yeah.
I think red wine is gonna have to go in a hard pass.
Here at Bloopers, we do not condone underage drinking. Red wine, like, I mean,
Yeah.
we just don't allow for that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. This was a really fun episode to make. I really like the segments we had. Just a few reminders. Issue 3 of Blueprint is now out. That will be linked in the description. But you can also go to aqualanisblueprint.com, and it's like right at the top. Amazing issue. Great stuff about the election. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram at aqualanisbloopers, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is what you're watching this on right now. You're watching this on YouTube. Right now we have about 180 followers on the Aqualanis Bloopers Instagram account. And I'm planning that if we ever manage to hit 500 followers, that we'll be doing something very fun and very special for that. Bloopers would not be possible without some of our amazing sponsors. And today's episode is sponsored by Remote Controls. Remote Controls are just so great and so epic. They power your TV, your garage door. Sometimes they can even power people. Buy Remote Controls. They're amazing. And thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next episode of Bloopers.